The Mazda 2 is still a strong option if you're looking for a quality Super Mini and has been usefully improved in recent times. Here we focus on the mild hybrid version, plus if you want full hybrid technology, the Mazda has a rebadged version of the impressive Toyota Yaris to offer you. It's the eSkyActiv G mild hybrid range we look at primarily here though, based on a third generation DL series design that dates back to 2015 but is aging well. This model packs in some big car features into a pertly styled body and features great real-world economy. It's still a real contender to the likes of the Corsa 208 and Polo. It should be sporty, shouldn't it? After all, the Mazda 2 always has been, and right from the beginning, this third generation version has featured basically the same 1.5 litre SkyActiv G petrol unit that you'll find in entry-level versions of the brand's MX-5 sports car. Since the end of the last decade though, certain versions of this power plant have been embellished with electrical tech the MX-5 has never had, namely Mazda's M-Hybrid mild hybrid system, which you'll get with this engine provided that you don't order it with its feeblest 75 PS output or have it paired with automatic transmission. Most will choose the M-Hybrid power plant in 90 PS form, but you can have it also in the uprated 115 PS guise that we're trying here. Confusingly, the Japanese maker also offers a full hybrid Mazda 2, which isn't our focus here and is very much a separate product based entirely on a Toyota Yaris, which means it gets that car's 1.5 litre self-charging engine mated to an 80 PS electric motor, giving a total system output of 116 PS. The M-Hybrid setup is very different and of course much less efficient, storing up energy recuperated off throttle or under braking and using it to aid acceleration and run the car's engine start-stop system. It works with 6-speed manual transmission. Mazda hasn't yet figured out a way of making it work with the alternative 6-speed auto that you can have with this car in 90 PS form. That adds over 2 seconds to the 90 PS manual model's 9.8 second 0 to 62 mile an hour time en route to 114 miles an hour. Figures this 115 PS model improves to 9.1 seconds and 124 miles an hour. But sportiness in a mainstream Super Mini doesn't usually have very much to do with outright speed. Handling's key and is aided here by the G Vectoring Control Plus system that Mazda introduced into this car a few years back, which uses the brakes to apply direct yaw movement control in addition to engine control. Basically, it helps you get grip down through the bends. It's nippy around town too, an environment where you appreciate the ease with which you can park this car and its tight 4.7 metre turning circle. Let's get to the figures, which for the 90 PS mild hybrid manual variant most will choose are pretty class competitive. 60.1 miles to the gallon on the combined cycle and 107 grams per kilometre of CO2. The package of 2023 updates saw the first time that this third generation Mazda 2 had had any really significant visual changes, though they're not especially far-reaching. It's detailed stuff, really, building on the existing well-proportioned Kodo-style design. The main changes to this updated model feature here at the front, where there's a restyled grille that sees the signature Mazda wing surround pass beneath rather than below the number plate, leaving space to accentuate the now sportier lower bumper trim. Additionally, to give a sharper look, the signature wing grille surround cuts into the leading edge of the headlight rather than passing underneath. But of course, as usual, it's what lies beneath all the stylised panel work that's really important. In this case, a light yet strong SkyActiv body and a SkyActiv chassis that's designed to try and replicate the kind of connected feeling that you get in Mazda's little MX-5 sports cars, something the brand likes to call Jinba Itai. This translated from the Japanese to mean a feeling of horse and rider becoming one. The same concept has inspired much of the thinking that's created an equally characterful at-the-wheel experience. This Mark III Mazda 2 has been around nearly a decade, but some of the features fitted here still haven't been replicated by more recently designed Super Minis. This remains the only small hatch with a useful lower controller for the 8-inch centre screen, and it's rare to find a head-up display fitted to a car of this size, which you get on a plush Homura Acca Mazda 2 variant like this one, along with quite a smart standard of trim that on all the revised models now includes this spec-dependent dashboard insert, here smartly red-stitched in a microfleece style material that matches the upholstery of the red-piped seats. Homura models also get these contrasting red surrounds for the fascia's 3 circular jet engine style air vents. If you haven't tried a Mazda 2 before, there are a few things that'll stand out. First up is this deeply cowled motorcycle-style central dial provided as a rev counter with a digital speed readout. Second is the way that the central infotainment screen has been mounted on top of the dash right in your eye line rather than in the middle of the centre stack. You'll also like the seats, their structure fashioned to better support the body and help maintain a posture in which the pelvis is upright and the spine maintains a natural S-shaped curve. Let's take a seat in the rear. It'll be just as squashed in here as it is in just about every rival Super Mini if you try and cram 3 full-sized adults in on longer trips. But at least thanks to a reasonable amount of wheelbase length, legroom's a little better than it usually is on a car of this size, with slim front seat backs featuring concave sculpting, also providing a little bit of extra room for your knees. Headroom, though, isn't especially generous, and the sweeping rear windows slightly restrict your view out. Out back, the boot capacity, 280 litres, is about the same as you get from most rivals, though a little down on boxier contenders like Skoda's Fabia and Hyundai's i20. For reference, the Toyota Yaris-based Mazda 2 hybrid offers 286 litres. Now here, there's a high set sill and quite a drop from it, and there's no kind of adjustable height boot floor offered. At least the space you get is practically shaped. There's a useful 1,000mm gap between the wheel arches to ensure that Mazda 2 owners can easily cram in awkwardly shaped things like baby buggies. If you need more space, you can, as usual, push forward the 60/40 split rear bench. With the backrest flattened, you end up with a bit of an awkward step in the boot floor, but if you can negotiate that, then up to 960 litres of fresh air is available. Good things often come in little packages. Here's one of them. It's a small car that's been developed with an extraordinarily large amount of care, and as a result remains a class act nearly a decade after its original launch. Arguably, there are still few other class rivals that offer a better all-round blend of performance and efficiency. Plus, this improved third-generation Mazda 2 offers smart looks, reasonable pricing, and some lovely quality touches. The bottom line is that if you thought all Super Minis were the same, it's well worth trying one of these. Life, you might find, is full of surprises.